Yo guys, welcome to the tutorial of Yellow Sheep. Today we are going to show you how to count past infinity. If do not know how to count past infinity, let me quickly explain. So counting past infinity makes the numbers more than just infinity, it is also innumerable that you cannot count even with the ordinal powers that you have. Counting beyond absolute infinity is very complex as you go on. So today we are going to show you how to count past infinity. Let's get started. So, what is absolute infinity? It is the highest number in the Googology that ever possible with real numbers. Absolute infinity is actually not real because it just more than just infinite, and absolute infinity counts more than infinite amount of ordinal levels in the infinity to the absolute infinity. So what if you add the number 1 on the right position 65 on the bottom of the absolute infinity? It can be beyond absolute infinity because I think this may go beyond absolute infinity, like infinity 1, it is absolute 1 infinity. How about 2, how about 3, 4, 5, 10, infinity? But how about the absolute infinity with like this? It can be like this. Because we can keep going. Where do even these came from? While I was watching the zero to never things, I saw that there is a function that have absolute infinity symbols on it, like this. When the function gets stronger, then it looks like this with absolute true end and absolute never and absolute infinity function. So how to get there? Well, that is, function are getting too complex and complex as the number goes on. Before the new symbols, they even reach many stacks of absolute infinity. Now that it's time for the non-number symbols that looks like this, and then there is a number on the left like this, and then these symbols of slash formed it between both absolute infinity. Now they have various symbols. We have hit a number of very many symbols. Just how much symbols they are? They are so many symbols that is endless, and sometimes they can even have multiple special symbols. They are so special symbols. We finally get to the loops. We are going through the loops. Just how much the loops are. Now that after the loops, we are begin to go through so many symbols. Like terminus, erase-finity, insta-finity, corrupt-finity, full terminus-finity, omicro-infinity, unix-finity, existence-affinity, and the infinity, and we are getting to the most advanced function ever. The more symbols you have passed from absolute infinity, terminus, the more complex the function and the harder and the more booster you will get. They have even ordinal level beyond that. Let's watch the final number. Never, the absolute largest number ever counted. Now there is many various symbols and many functions beyond that, but these functions are even complex than the last one they did. They even have ordinal levels and some words that looks like this. We are going to stop there because we have made this far from never to the many various symbols and functions. These symbols are going to be untypable soon. I have many evidence of what comes beyond never. Number 0 to endless by an O was now created and going to premiere to even further than never. What comes beyond never? Tell me in the comments below. Thank you, and click on my face to subscribe to me fasty goodie.